On November 12th, 2019, Paramount released the brand new trailer for the Sonic movie. Now this was not only a new trailer, it was the first reveal of a complete redesign of the titular character. It also marked potentially one of the first times a studio has reacted positively to fan backlash, which Paramount received following the first few images and trailer. This is a landmark move by Hollywood and a surprising one, considering Paramount was also behind another movie this year that received major backlash, Terminator: Dark Fate. In today's video, I want to explore the history of the Sonic movie, from leaks, trailers and outrage to the director and producer deciding to go back to the drawing board, who was instrumental in that decision, whilst also comparing this to Terminator: Dark Fate, as Tim Miller is behind both projects, and round out with whether this was a good move by the studio or not. Before I get into that though, if you do enjoy today's video, then please do hit that like button. It helps support the channel, and if you want to stay tuned for more, please hit subscribe for more in the future. For those returning subscribers, please do check that you are still subscribed, as YouTube has been unsubscribing people recently, and as such, you may have been affected. In March of 2019, the first images of Sonic began to surface, a project directed by Jeff Fowler, produced by Tim Miller. The images hit the web and, well, people were not best pleased. The majority of the complaints came from the fact the filmmakers diverted from the original proportions. Some subtle changes were made to the aesthetic overall, such as a lack of gloves, different shoes, and the eyes were not connected. Now, the hedgehog spines were a point of contention also, as they appeared more like fur than spines. Little did we know then that when the trailer was revealed, the horror would increase. The design choices seem to have come from the positive response that Detective Pikachu received, a video game movie which thrust its characters into the real world and attempted to make a hyper-realistic recreation of unrealistic creatures. Hollywood is long known for this, its smart business sense, track the market and the response, replicate profitable decisions by other studios or by your own studio. However, Paramount made the wrong choice. Following the leaks, many disregarded them as fake, as per the norm. Generally speaking, people don't wish to believe studios make terrible decisions, despite the fact they have a history of doing just that. It also spawned numerous memes. The internet took Sonic and butchered it, though hilarious, not nearly as butchered as what Paramount had inflicted. A month and a bit later, in April, the first Sonic trailer was released. The leaks were confirmed. Not only that, the leaks were clearly concept art, and in live action, it was much worse. Even those that are not fans of Sonic can near universally agree the design choices were bad. We were presented with a very ultra-realistic hedgehog creature. If that hedgehog creature had been birthed from a Smurf, human and hedgehog procreating. Sonic had human teeth, human eyes, a long, slender body of a supermodel, and overall, it was nightmare fuel. The trailer also revealed many other key issues with the film, a 90s tone in comedy, Jim Carrey as Robotnik seemed off, and some interesting choices of humour. The trailer seemed to think that Gangsta's Paradise was a good choice of song for a Sonic movie as well. The backlash that came out surrounding this trailer was huge, and it appears to have been hidden. Upon making this video on the 13th of November, I went to Paramount Pictures' YouTube channel to note the like to dislike ratio and views of the original trailer that released 6 months ago. However, it would appear, unless I'm mistaken, that Paramount Pictures has deleted the original trailer in favour of the new release. And this is fully understandable, but a good representation of the backlash that was received. Interestingly, the trailer that was uploaded to Kino Check YouTube channel has 22 million views with a favourable like to dislike ratio, 277,000 likes and 87,000 dislikes. But if you spend just 5 minutes perusing the comments, you'll see that this ratio may have been altered in some way, as the comments are near universally expressing disdain for the trailer. Whereas if we take the new trailer, which as of writing this video has been live for 23 hours, it has 12 million views and 662,000 likes and 9.9 thousand dislikes. Again, the comments express the genuine praise for the change. So going back to the outrage from the first trailer, this caused Jeff Fowler to tweet out his apologies. This is important for a few reasons, because it begins to show us who, at least publicly, seemed to want to change the design to please the audience. On the 2nd of May, Jeff tweeted out, "Thank you for the support and the criticism. The message is loud and clear. You aren't happy with the design and you want changes. It's going to happen. Everyone at Paramount and Sega are fully committed to making this character the best he can be." We then learned that the movie had been pushed back to accommodate this change. On the 24th of May, Jeff tweeted out, taking a little more time to make Sonic just right, with an image announcing that Sonic would be released on February 14th, 2020. This is a key indication that Paramount was indeed committed to changing the design. Pushing movies back is no small decision, and they really do not take this lightly. Now, during this time, the promotional rounds were beginning for Terminator Dark Fate, and Tim Miller, the director of that film, but producer on Sonic, was interviewed on July 11th and stated the following. "This is a franchise, and it has to be great. Look, I was with fans and so was Jeff. When the shit hit the fan, I went over there and said, the most important thing to do, man, is say I effed up. He'd already sent the tweet out an hour before I got there. He's a good man. It was exactly the right way to handle it. The fans have a voice in this too. There was a right way to listen." So even in this interview, we can see that the decisions were in fact made outside of the producer's knowledge. To a degree, Jeff had taken to Twitter to apologise and essentially announced that they were going to redesign the character. Which would make sense when we compare Tim Miller's response to the Terminator fandom, in direct comparison to the Sonic fandom. It certainly was not Tim's decision to do this. It appears it was all Jeff Fowler. Now flash forward to the 12th of November. The latest trailer has released, the design is revealed. It's absolutely not a finished product, as can be seen with the design itself. Some parts are a little off here and there, as if an unfinished render or model. However, is it better? Absolutely. The two Sonics compared side by side show us how the filmmakers and Paramount chose to go a more unrealistic way, less anthropomorphic and more game accurate. It's more fitting for the tone that they are using in the movie, and it shows respect to the fans and just the audience in general. It's clear, when compared side by side, that Paramount genuinely have gone back to the drawing board. The actors on screen would have had to react to a certain proportioned model. When redoing that, it would have thrown things off and had actors looking and reacting to things completely off in size when compared to the new design. Now the studio seems to have gotten around this by blowing out some shots, so the larger proportions fit the screen better, and it looks like some B-roll may have been used, some shots that were taken from multiple takes when shooting the film. This presumably just to fill in the gaps when adding a new design over the top. Now this was an incredibly wise decision all round, and as mentioned at the start, is a landmark move by a studio. In the current climate of simply referring to people as trolls, Paramount opted to listen and react positively, react pragmatically. It has also sealed itself some more income as a result, as this action has brought some goodwill from the audience, from people who otherwise wouldn't have actually supported the project in theatres. So although this would have cost a lot, this was a good move by all accounts, and a complete 180 when compared to the latest trend of outrage marketing that studios and filmmakers attempt to capitalise on. But I'm curious as to your thoughts on the new trailer and the new design, the history of it, and just generally overall. So please do let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. If you enjoyed today's deep dive on the latest Sonic trailer, then please do hit that like button, please do hit subscribe, and to stay up to date on the world of pop culture and movie news, then turn the bell notifications on. If you want to support the channel further and support me making this type of content, then please do check out my Patreon, which is linked down below in the description box. Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching. As always, I have been Mr. H. Take care.